Give it up for Trey! And keep going for Robbie, yes. Hosting tonight, going up and down stage, it's the most exercise he's had in months. I want to get into a few things, but first I have something I have to address right now. As a millennial, I would love to take credit for glory holes. But the movie Porky's came out in 1981. That's Gen X. We didn't do that. I wish we did. Okay? We invented texting. That's all we got. And yes, staring at a computer screen, like glory holes, has caused its fair share of eye injuries. But it's not the same. We are here to raise money for our good buddy Hayden, who got into an accident. And so far everybody's had good things to say about Hayden. I'm going to change that. You know why? Because what is the point of having a friend with an incredibly dark sense of humor if you can't make fun of him when he gets run over? That's what he's for. We had a show again last night. Same sort of deal. Raising some money. But we had it across the street. We all came here first. We had a little pizza. And then afterwards, we went to the show. All the comedians did. And Chris led us over there like his little comedy ducklings. And I was towards the back. You know what I couldn't help but notice? Nobody looked both ways. Nobody's in a crosswalk. We're all just like, gee, how did Hayden get hit by a car? I don't know. Never heard of such a thing. Jesus. Hayden and I have done a lot of shows together, had a lot of fun at shows, back and forth from shows. One little story, we were coming back. I'm driving. Hayden's a little high. Sorry, Grandma. I'm telling you, right now, he's on better drugs than he was then. 100%. But he and he looks at me and he's like, hey, Trey, hey, man. Wait a minute, I was driving. He'd be like, hey, Trey. Hey, man, what do you think your spirit animal is? I don't know. I guess probably a koala, because I'm not nearly as approachable as I look, and there's an 80% chance I have chlamydia. I said, what about you, Hayden? What's your spirit animal? He says, I don't know why, but I feel like it's a white-tailed deer. How right he was. Sometimes we're opening the door to the future. Got hit on Easter Sunday. And everybody when people were telling me about it, they're like, hey, Easter, and they're like, they're asking about like when it happened, if he'd gotten dinner. All I could picture was Hayden sprawled out on the road, eggs are all around him, candy, some sort of weird festive piñata going on. I don't know. Kids are coming up, getting the candy. Mine's covered in ketchup. Oh, it's not to touch that. Go away. And that's all everybody's talking about. Hayden had such a bad Easter. I didn't have a great Easter either. Okay. Nobody was feeling bad for me. I had to have dinner with my family. Okay. It was awful. particularly because that morning, Easter morning, I had made a Facebook post that was an Easter-themed parody to All Star by Smash Mouth, because I'm topical like that, you know, really hip. And my grandma saw it. She's not very in with the whole comedy and understand what I was doing, but she's got Facebook for some reason. She saw it, and she commented on there about what a beautiful poem I had written. And then she shared it with all of her friends. And then, worst of all, she made me stand up and recite it at Easter dinner. My cousins thought it was hilarious. You all want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you don't, but there you go. Keep in mind, I'm not a very good singer, but this is how it's going to go down. All right, so Easter-themed All-Star by Smash Mouth. It goes, somebody once told me the Lord was rising Sunday. Hey, I thought I heard that guy was dead. He was looking pretty beat. He had nail holes in his feet and a scar from the crown on his forehead. Well, miracles start coming and they don't stop coming. Friday he was dead, but now he's out running. It didn't make sense not to live for God. The Jews said, yeah. Romans said, nah. Yeah, I just realized I'm going to hell. He gave us food, now that guy can see. Hey, what's wrong with washing disciple feet? Okay, that was the end. That was the end. And my grandma read that. And she thought, mwah, he's a poet, you know? And yes, I suppose I am a poet and didn't even know I had those abilities. You can see why I'm on a hiatus. No, I quit doing comedy for a little while. I got a big boy job. I stopped and I'd maybe come back to comedy in the fall, but then I was asked about doing this, and I thought, you know what, nothing makes me want to tell jokes more than when my buddy gets hit by a car. Let's do it. How many chances do you get? You know? So when Hayden moved out to LA, before he did, we all had a party here to like wish him off, you know? And it was a good time. A bunch of us got together. It was very fun. And then last night for the show, you know, for Hayden, a bunch of us got together. We had a good time. Some of these people I hadn't seen in a few years. It was really, really cool. When Hayden dies, we are going to have a blast. Like, this place is going to be packed. I can't wait. You know? I'm filming this just to send it to Hayden. It's the only reason I'm filming this. Hope you like it, buddy. Hope it hurts to laugh. Hayden, to prove that this is for you, years ago on a ride to Champaign for a show, I said something stupid, and Hayden thought it was the funniest damn thing in the world. He's like, you gotta put that in your set. You gotta put it in your set. It's like, no, it's fucking stupid, Hayden. That's not funny. And he's been on me about that ever since. Like every third time I talk to him, he brings that joke up. I've never told it on stage. I'm going to now. Okay? And it really is this bad. So, okay. I don't have a good premise. You just have to deal with this, okay? So, I think that some songs are a bit over romanticized, and that the original cut of them was probably much more real. You know, like that song was that's more right. I don't think it's how it originally went. I think it was more like when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, it hurts like a bitch. You you go, Hayden. You got more laughs than I expected. I did do a slight rewrite for this show for Hayden. Right? So, and it has the same ending, so if you want to chime in on It Hurts Like a Bitch, go for it. So here's the rewrite. It's, when a car hits your side going more than 45, it hurts like a bitch. Thank you. I sung twice in one set. That's never happened before. Never happened. I'm gonna veer off of Hayden for a minute. I'll come back. But we've got a great.
Like the driver should have.
Yeah. Wait your turn, Larry.
Sorry.
Thinks he's better than me because he moved to Chicago. Joke's on you. You were already better than me. I like that. We have Hayden's grandma here, and I hope that he's never done this. I made a mistake. I hope he learned from my mistake because he knew about it. So I was playing the game Cards Against Humanity with my grandma. Bad idea. It's a very adult game, very adult content. And I was playing, and my grandma says, "Hey, Trey, I've never even heard of the word on this card before, but I'm going to play it anyway." Boom. The word on that card was bukkake. She says, "Trey, what does that mean?" And if you don't know what bukkake means, don't feel bad. I can tell some of you don't. I can tell you do. There's no shame in that. Talk to me after the show. But if you don't know, don't feel bad, because I'll tell you what, neither did I. I didn't know. Had no idea. All right, and so the big problem came when I said, "I don't know, Grandma, but hey, I got an idea. We'll just look it up." Oh yeah, we did. Took out my phone, I punched bukkake into Google, and it took us straight to Pornhub. My grandma was looking over my shoulder, so getting at it. She goes, "Oh, that. Okay, well, you know, that's not what we used to call it." Turns out Grandma's got spunk. I told that joke just so I could tell you this. I told you, I'm getting back to Hayden. He posted a joke at some point on Facebook, you know, and I read it and I didn't get it. And that's because the joke hinged on knowing what ED stood for. And I didn't know. And let me tell you, I've never learned from anything in my entire life. So I Googled it. Erectile dysfunction is what ED stands for. And Google was so confused by my search history. Between bukkake and ED, it was like, oh, the spirit is strong, but the body is weak. I commented on there when he'd done to my search history, and he thought it was hilarious. All right, I'm leaving you people. I'm leaving, going back to my hiatus, where it's comfortable. I do want to say you guys have been very fun, and I'm going to get serious on you just for a minute, and I will end with a laugh. But first, I started doing this as a part of my show back in September, which was Suicide Awareness Month. We It's something that is, I think, touched a lot of us. Probably, in some way, everybody knows somebody that has affected. And it was particularly touching to me not that long ago. I had a buddy who's been a close friend of mine for a long time. He'd had some marital troubles that had stemmed from some financial issues. Basically, he had a rough year. And he called me up, we talked for a long time, and eventually he did tell me that he'd been thinking about hurting himself. I said, well, that's the first step. You told somebody, you talked to somebody, and the fact that you chose me is extremely touching. You're like a brother to me. I love you, and I will do whatever you need. Whatever you need, I will get it for you. You just tell me, okay? What do you need? Do you need a rope? Okay? Pills, a gun? I will get you a gun. I love that several of you thought, just for a minute, like, he's not a bad guy. Never mind, he is. And some people will say, like, hey, you should never, ever do that. You should always talk somebody out of that sort of deal. And I said, hey, look, his body, his choice, okay? I'm not pro-life in any situation. Just realizing I said that while talking to Hayden. Sorry about that. So yeah, have a good one.
I'm glad that he was talking about Hayden.